if you did it, went in there and he actually downsized, but started making more
Yeah.
money?
Yes. Because I pounded him. I first met, he was using my stuff, learned it, started the business, just like you guys did all that stuff. Came to San Jose, same type of thing. I had to browbeat him. Like, why would you charge that? No, your rates have got to be the same thing I did with Mary. You know, we got a structure like this. No, you can't do that. Da, da, da. I mean,
Those are my original rates. It's bad.
So,
I found that in there.
but it wasn't until, let's see, so you guys just met him last year. It wasn't until, so that I met him in San Jose, I don't even remember, maybe it was like 12-ish, 2012-ish or something like that. So then I'm browbeating him of this is where your rates got to be more here or there. And it's not until, you guys remember in 2018, we're talking like probably 6 years later, where he finally took my advice and calls me up telling me, dude, I don't understand why I didn't listen to you because you were so right. He goes, I increased my rates, my trip volume went down, and my margins went up dramatically. He goes,
He
the
had a
freedom,
specialty market.
the freedom and flexibility I got. Here's another classic example with him. This one he hit me up. This was earlier this year. This is before his near-death experience. Was same type of thing we talked about earlier, where new administration comes in, they want to argue on price, but I tell them, shift the argument to liability. Worked for him. Every time someone comes in and they undercut, if it's a facility that wants to argue on price and they want to go with the independent, you know, what we call gypsy services, they're going to come in and fly by night, they're going to get crunched in and crunched out. They can't scale, they can't provide adequate coverage around the clock as needed, et cetera. Start the clock, it's a matter of time. It's going to circle back to you. It's a matter of, can you sustain it? This is why you want to be diverse and a dynamic business, multiple streams of income. You know, weather the storm. I mean, again, I've had guys do that to us with certain, but it always comes, 95% of the time, it comes back to us. Not just other places as well. It's the same thing. I mean, these guys see it. You get these little,
Any business.
yeah. But people are so stupid because they'll come in like, oh, I'm going to get immediate market share because I'm going to slash the prices. Do that, jackass, because you got no meat on the bone. So you're never going to scale.
But it's hard to swallow when you're.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Straight up. Oh.
I've had it
100%.
happen to me
Totally
several
agree.
times. But as a practice, it's always worked out.
Yeah.
It comes back at me, and then sometimes I can raise my rates again.
I'll punch you in the
Well,
mouth.
see,
I
and
love
that-
it.
I don't have sales. I'm a nurse.
Because you're a small business. You are, right now, look, sales and marketing are not the same, but guess what? When you're a small business, you're it.
Okay.
So you're everything right now. In the future, when you become more of a dynamic business and you have a footprint in these different markets, then you could look at different strategies. I mean, I got great businesses that they pay me a lot of money regularly, and Tom and my crew, I mean, we regularly have marketing campaigns. We put different material together for them, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But they pay me a lot of money. I mean, it is what it is. Okay? When you're a small business like you're one size fits all, you're everything. In the future, as you grow, you can do different things. It is what it is. But my question to you is, like I just said, and I think you got a consensus here, a strong consensus by sound, logical people with experience in the industry even longer than you've been in, and I think we're all drawing a similar conclusion. You're it.
Thank you.
So how do we compete with the people on TV?
For the broker.
Well, ask yourself this.
I know.
If you go into, if you go into do you think that sales representative, does he want to say, oh, call tackle?
Okay.
Or does he want to say, call these guys, we have a relationship with them?
And he gets a $5 gift card.
I mean, it's like any other business to compete. I mean, Burger King's business model was to build right beside McDonald's for many years. That was their business model. Find a McDonald's, build right beside it. That way we get whatever the overflow they have. So I get that, but like you say, you see that old ugly hag on the tackle,
Oh, snap. I'm going to tell her.
Snaggletooth.
You're so hostile.
I don't like her.
Dude, I swear to God, I did not know that was her until my wife told me. It's like, dude, that was not good.
I liked her husband.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
So for the broker business.
Yes.
right? So what are the steps, for instance?
Steps in terms of to become a licensee, or steps for when you get going? What do you, be more
Well,
specific?
let's start with the licensee, how to get the license, with
You write a
whatever
check.
steps.
Yeah, you write a
I
check.
know a
Write a
guy
check.
that you can get one from.
So,
What do you get with the licensee?
You're going to get a
Support.
big box in the mail. You're going to watch a ton of DVDs. You're gonna see my beautiful face telling you this, breaking it down. The reason why I have not changed, I've added to it, but I haven't changed what's there because I want you to further see the growth. Like there's another DVD that was added where you could see kind of like where I told you that you'll still get this book just like they got last year that specifically says here's my policy and procedure. Yet then I tell you about how I got guys who are renting trucks, which clearly contradicts policies and procedures because not all my guys own cargo or box trucks and carry cargo insurance. Why? Risk management. We're not killing people. We're just scratching tables. You know what I mean? Big difference. It's risk versus reward. I'll take that any day of the week and twice on Sunday. So I'm willing to play that.
The nice thing is, all this negative, it's not negativity, but all this negative stuff, and he didn't tell me to say this, goes away with this new broker business. Every complaint, everything, you can't sleep at night, all goes away with that, and that's why I'm so excited. The brick and I mean, with the state contract, I spend 30 hours a week. I got none of that. I just,
I'm gonna tell you right now.
It's the owl, I'm telling, liability,
Liability, I
the brick
agree.
and mortar, the 1099, and
Here's what I would tell you, just like if I had to sit down with, I told you about Gary, I told you about Alex, and I told you about Eric and Karen, the couple from California. If you are not prepared to work and do this business yourself in the short term, don't do it.
okay.
He's out. You know what I'm saying?
You got a lot of time.
You know, and I would tell you that for any business. I would tell you that for any business, for sure,
Yeah.
no doubt. But it's like, look,
But I spoke out of turn. Whoever asked the question, and I'll shut up. Asked how do you get into it?
Yeah.
What's the steps? So sorry about that.
send us an email. Let us know you're ready to go forward. As long as we got all your information, Amelia will make sure you got your information. She would send it over to Lindsay. Lindsay would send you an email. Lindsay's my partner, lead attorney. She's in DC. She'll send you an email. Complete that questionnaire of I don't even know how many questions there are. Send her back with 2 years of tax returns to verify who, where, location, all that kind of stuff. She'll give you confirmation. Her and Mike is another attorney. Together they all make a decision. They give you confirmation. Let's see. They will. They'll send you the contract. You sign the contract. Return it with money. They sign it. Send it back to you with a big box of material. Start studying all that kind of stuff. It includes 1 year of working with one of the RDs, regional directors. So you'll have a guy that's going to literally, one of my guys. I mean, he's a contractor, so he's going to give you that just a little nuanced stuff that someone forgot to ask today, and you don't have experience as a contractor. He's going to be able to tell you. I mean, it's just a great resource, to have. Bottom line.